hear them preaching. We quite aware of problems here. Have hope, deliverance near. We go clean your dirty drain. We go build a water main. Life will be so happy if you only fought for we again. Doggy look a bone. Doggy, doggy look a bone, look a bone. Doggy look a bone. Doggy, doggy look a bone, look a bone. After election, all the bone done. So come and touch it. Don't look so shocked. Don't just watch it. Doggy sock.
Done. Hey, good afternoon, Trinidad. Good afternoon, beautiful Tobago. Good afternoon to all live on. Chris, we back on Facebook? Chris gone already. We back on Facebook, right? Heavy?
Huh?
We back on Facebook,
back
right?
on Facebook?
Well, I am hoping.
I don't think so yet, man.
All right. So. Well, but everybody who is live, I want to say good afternoon to each and every one of you. All right. Well, it's Friday, you know, we're wrapping up the week here on the Street 919 FM, the future of talk. I had a very, 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 very difficult few days, and it looks like it's going to be difficult until the rain subside or we figure out where the water coming, where the water coming from. You know, I think the issue is now one of I don't know, you know, after doing all that drainage and digging and all kind of thing to try to figure it out, you know. But I'm hoping for the best. But I'm here today. All right? Have you what's going on?
Well, I want to say good afternoon to everyone locked on. Good afternoon to everyone who listening. Go ahead and share it live. Right, I want to say good afternoon to my friends in Tobago, Maureen and her husband, and my good friend Yolanda, locked on PDP, everybody I met over there in Tobago. Good afternoon to you. I want to say, I know I said it yesterday, but I want to say live on here today, happy birthday to my brother TC.
Yeah, man.
Brother
yeah,
from
man.
another mother.
Yeah, man. Thanks so much. Thanks so much. You know?
Yeah, man.
It was a cool day yesterday.
Yeah,
I didn't really do anything.
Myself for
having us
on our annual GT ride.
GT.
That was epic.
Yeah, boy.
It was an epic ride last night.
Yeah, for real. It was really a nice ride. You know?
So
and Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, man.
Much love to Bruce Wayne. Much love to Naka as well.
Yeah.
You know, Naka came out and gave us support, you know.
Yep.
So love and respect. Yeah, V, go ahead.
So TC, yesterday I would have done a show, and I want to thank my good friend Ghost for coming and holding it down with me yesterday.
Hey, Ghost was here yesterday?
Yeah.
I don't want Ghost here too much.
All right. And I played a video that I think you yourself need to listen to. Just go on me there.
Right.
Right? I played it yesterday about 3 to 4 times.
This sad video here?
This video below there. That one,
Right.
yes. That said video there. Right? Because I want Trinidad and Tobago, especially my black African Trinidad and Tobago people, to listen to what Brother David Muhammad is saying in this interview and tell me, after you listen to this, if this PNM government, right, like or love black people or have any kind of interest in black people moving forward economically. Play that.
I heard some little snippets from the members of the government yesterday who walked in the emancipation, and they were elaborating on how proud, and this is the first government to ever, right, did something like this, and giving the African people of Trinidad and Tobago that closure of African Emancipation Day. You understand? I say we so gullible.
They could take all of that and put it in the toilet bowl and flush it after they listen to this.
No, but have you didn't even have to listen to this to know that could go in the toilet bowl. But I want to hear this. So I hope you're live on the social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, and of course YouTube. Facebook and Instagram is Street 919 FM, and YouTube, for my YouTubers, it's IWER TV on YouTube. So join us here right now and jump in on this interview here with David Muhammad. It looks like an interview from a morning edition.
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to take you to the interview right now.
The problem with poverty in our country is not that we cannot feed the hunger of the poor, but it is that we cannot satisfy the greed of the rich. And there is a political culture within our society that has already been openly stated and declared that the rich are supported with further economic empowerment in the hope that they create and provide more opportunities for the poor. But that has never been a part of how capitalism works in our society. And there is a company, a Caribbean-based company called CPSO. It's the CARICOM private sector organization. And this company, from what we understand, has been given CARICOM associate member status. Now, again, I'm just being frank and plain, but it's a group of mainly Caribbean white businessmen. They have linked with the African Bank. This Afri-Exim Bank, the African Import-Export Bank, has dedicated $1.5 billion in deposits for loans exclusively for African business interests in the Caribbean. The smallest loan that they're allowing is $5 million US. If you divide 1.5 billion by $5 million US, you have the creation of at least 300 new multi-millionaire African businessmen from scratch. 300 new African businessmen in 8 small Caribbean territories. The bank has declared that if Trinidad and Tobago and Jamaica just signed the agreement, and that's another misperception. Apparently, government had addressed it and said that the reason the bank is not here is because of a tax situation.
Tax issues, yeah.
But I have it on reliable first-hand information from CARICOM ambassadors that that's not a valid response, because we don't have to open a branch here. We don't have to employ staff. We don't have to have a actual institution physically. All we have to do is sign.
Sign, yeah.
And the bank said they will double the deposits to $3 billion if Trinidad and Jamaica sign, which will give us potentially 600 new startup multimillionaire African businessmen. But local white Caribbean business conglomerate have been given the privilege to access the African bank ahead of the entire African population of Trinidad and Tobago and Jamaica. And this is why I say cosmetic consciousness, because it's being blocked.
What can we do to shift that cosmetic consciousness, to really embrace the legacy of emancipation, and as you rightfully said, more so liberation, especially with the young people? What can we do?
Wow, wow, wow. So, easily, we don't even have to have a branch here. So this dotage talk that I was talking, that the PNM done talk, that they want to pay tax and they're paying tax everywhere, but they don't have to open no branch here. No. They don't have to. They don't have to employ nobody from Trinidad to pay no tax. All they have to do is sign and give local young black businessmen the opportunity to get $5 million US as a starter.
TC, they don't want that, TC.
And the sellers lies and tell us, oh. So he went on CNC3 and lie. David Mohammed
went on national
TV and lie. This man have all the information about this.
But you see, he have first-hand information on this. He want them to come here.
And they don't even have to come. They don't have to come. They just have to sign the agreement.
$5 million US is the least. That's the lowest loan they can get.
And
that is 35 million TT. Right? With 35 million TT, if you're a small contractor, and you present your business, you get that money, you can buy 2 excavator, 3 dump truck, a backhoe, what I'm saying is
and then you know what's going to happen there?
You coming
They're going and eat from who done eating every year for years, so that is why they don't want it heavy.
You understand?
That's sad.
Think about it this way. A man sent a voice out yesterday.
That's sad.
See, heavy. You know I said him with this? You know, the kind of things could happen if the businessmen or the drag more get that money.
Then the drag
brothers and them over by picking the Sanders and things. You know what they do that? You know them women and them know the breakfast check could do if they get that money. You know what Arlene's could do with you 2 more and Charlotte if they get that money.
Thank you.
You know all these black businessmen in Trinidad and Tobago could do. You understand? If they get that loan.
The only thing holding these people on the drag mall to the drag mall is because they're not selling or they're not giving it up, just like how 10 City give it up and end up paying a rent.
Yeah.
You understand?
You understand? TC, I want people to call me and tell me why we can't get. TC, this, let me tell you something.
All they dressing, all they dressing, all the African way yesterday and went and walk.
And walk.
You understand?
And listen to that.
And walk for
crap.
nothing. And walk for nothing.
For nothing. Right now, they're hungry. Let me get butter, water, a plate of food.
All they walk for nothing.
Right? And look all the government holding back from money. It's not their money. It's not our country money.
No.
The people want to
give
away money.
They don't have to pay back anything.
They don't pay back anything.
The government don't have to pay back anything on behalf. They ain't holding the government liable to pay back anything on behalf of any citizen of Trinidad.
Nothing.
Sign and let's do business. That's what they're saying. Sign and let's do business.
Black people. They don't want to empower me back.
And all they love them, sir. We take good care of you, only have a plan. We take good care of you.
Look, opportunities now for black people and they're talking crap about program.
I heard a young businessman spoke this afternoon to Naka. Right?
I listened to him too.
And I want to give him a round of applause.
Brother. Yeah, a round of applause.
You understand? I want to give him a round of applause, brother, because I'm going to tell you something, Not even my sister Naka could answer him.
No, she couldn't answer him.
All she could say is, I understand.
Yeah. Because you cannot fight that.
Yeah.
I know what's sad about that.
And he spoke everything. He said to them, to her, listen, they providing the opportunity. They're saying, here, go and do this course.
Go and do this course.
But what after the course?
What after the course? What do you work after the course?
What do you work after the course?
Yeah? When I go and work, and I do all my education and set up
towards
and
that.
Sacrifice towards that.
Where is the work after the course?
Hey,
This is, yeah, boy, that.
I know what's sad? A woman, a elderly woman called right after he and talk crap again. But
Yeah, boy, this
she sounds so stupid.
Yeah, boy.
After you listen to that brilliant young person talk, you call after the talk stupidness.
Nah, boy, this
You're
really
not glad
sad.
to call here.
This really sad and heavy because to know that look the truth and the facts are there.
That hot in me, boy. Remember we do show, we talk to Happy Boris, we talk to this one.
Yeah, and they try to call all of them liars.
Yes. And they're going to
The man they want to come and open place and don't want to pay tax for workers.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. The drag tabakit.
Oh, they don't want to, they say they don't even have to open a branch here. He's a businessman. We have a branch that we say in Barbados.
They have the headquarters in I think it's Antigua.
Right. You'll just have to go to Antigua, email it.
You don't have to go to the thing, everything online.
Online, you email your information, blah, 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 you're doing whatever.
Do you hear for some people want to do business with us in Jamaica? They say Jamaica and Trinidad side, they're going to put a double. They're going to double.
They're going to double it.
Right? Right now, 8 countries sign on.
Right.
Barbados, Grenada, Guyana, St. Vincent, Bermuda, Antigua, St. Lucia. All them countries are in it already. 2 years now, TC. 2 years now, because since 2022, they came out. This thing we show yesterday, this year last week, was the second anniversary in the Caribbean.
And just imagine, Heavy, these people so bright, they form a team to go to the same bank.
To the same bank to get money.
Wow. And they have money for so already.
They have money for so. These Trinidadian businessmen form their own company. Unlike this CARICOM thing and put a black face to represent it.
And you read out here.
Yeah, we read out that. We talk about that here. And they're going to give, it's $5 million USD lease, you know. I know them went for 5.
Nah, them are going, them are going.
15, 20.
Yeah, they're going as a conglomerate, and so they're going for no 20 either. They're going for big money. They're going for big money.
US.
And it's US.
It's US. We have our forex shortage here. We should glad them coming to invest here.
Yes, to bring forex.
To bring forex. If they give we US here,
then it will turn over in the economy self, yeah.
You're turning over the economy.
Yeah, it will turn over the economy
but
self.
No, you rather let the black people eat the dirt and suffer.
Yeah, boy. That's sad.
We pan them over the pen. If you hold on to that, you know, people in over get work.
Yeah.
Eh?
You know what places.
You go transform over.
Yeah, boy.
As a contractor. Why they blocking it?
They're blocking it because they don't want us to elevate. And that's just what it is. Hi, good afternoon, caller. Hi, good afternoon, caller.
Hi. Good afternoon, Heavy and Tissy.
Good afternoon.
Good program. I come to talk about 3 things. I'm not changing the program. That idea, the bank idea, I love it. I love the idea. I wish I could figure some of that money because I want to open my little business. So it's a real good idea, really, really good. And I hope the government should come to some kind of discussion and really bring it here to really help out the, how to put this, I want to put it in no low grade, like poor class, but to help the people of Trinidad to be good, right? And I want to have my own business. So that is a very good idea. TC,
yes.
I want to tell you something here. You remember, I'm not changing all your program, right? But I just want you, I don't know if you know anything that, remember it had a guy had got killed in Laventry Road. They used to call him Fathers or something like that.
Fathers, yeah, they killed his father this morning.
Right, yes.
And they shot behind his daughter, I think was, if I'm not mistaken, over the weekend, or that was either Monday or so. The young lady that got shot in the car in Laventry Road. Yeah, I'm from Laventry Road in San Juan, so I know exactly what's going on up there.
Yeah, that is why I call, because remember he had said, well, I know because I have that little boy, I know him, which is Fathers who passed away.
Yeah, Fathers,
I know him from small, I know it. Right, I know his mother and everybody because they are my friends. I used to line with them and things, but it's a long while I haven't gone up there, and it's really a very peaceful place.
Yeah, very peaceful. So yeah. The peace gone from Laventry a while now, darling. Sorry to say.
Yes, Yes, and I realized, well, he's an old school person, so why would they want to kill this man?
Well,
You know, he's an elder.
well,
You know, so
you see,
I was.
it's
Yeah, continue.
it's a kind of foolish, as I should say, situation because he spoke out, right? And they went. Well, they shot him this morning right in front of his place. He could leaving his home.
Yes,
You know, and he died on the way to hospital.
But that's really sad.
It's
because
sad.
When they send the pictures and the information, it's really sad. And you
Yeah.
know, I say I want to TC. I say, well, I know you say you're from up there, or you used to live there.
Born and bred Lavantil Road, and I that had me feeling sick all day. You know?
Yes, I was struck when they called me early this morning and tell me this thing really out of hand.
It's out of hand,
This
yes.
bloodshed.
Yeah, and remember I spoke about it in length here, pertaining to that. I told them those youths, if they don't put a stop to those youths early, it's going to end up like this. And now it's really ending up like this.
According to my friend, it's like the ones who the younger ones coming up 10 times more worse than the ones we go.
Yes, yes it is. Yes, it is.
The 10 times more worse.
Yes, it is.
So how are we going to fix this? How are we going to fix this, boy?
How are we going to fix it?
Like
it is very easily fixable, darling. It is very easily fixable, and this is not a Lavantil Road problem. This is a nationwide problem. But you see, Lavantil would have something. Lavantil would have something that other communities don't have. And if Lavantil used that, if Lavantil Road and San Juan used that, they would win this battle very easy. Lavantil would have something called unity that lived from since Kojo days to now, right? And if they just take that unity, if they take that unity and apply it now, no tree gunman can flourish. You understand? Because that killing this morning, them don't know who do that already. Lavantil too small.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yes, I heard that. Yes.
So
so I just called to tell you that, and to see how Trinidad was such a nice place and how it is all over. It come like it like blood just running from one end to the next end. Because look how far it's going quite in Tobago. So, right, I don't know when it will stop.
You feel it's Tobago? It gone St. Martin, darling. It gone St. Martin. It gone Tobago.
Yes, I see that.
Our foolishness in Trinidad has now trickled into the Caribbean. The Caribbean now is watching our people and saying, we don't want all you here. So you know that, darling? This is the truth, you know. Well, the Minister of National Security and somebody else out there in St. Martin put out a disclaimer stating that they never gave this young man no permit. They never sign off on nothing for this youth man to come into the country. Right? And this is nothing against the youth man, you know. They put out that they never, the two people who have to sign document for this young man to come to their country, never sign nothing. Right? We don't want, you would hear time and time again these Caribbean countries saying, we don't want all you here. Don't come. We deny all you.
You know, I didn't know. I know here in this part of the story, I didn't know that, you know.
Okay, I read it this morning. I read it on the news this morning. All right, darling, thanks. I read it on the news this morning, Heavy, that they put it out. Listen, only 2 people could sign documents for permit to come here. None of us didn't sign that. Right? None of us didn't sign for that. You understand? Caller, good afternoon, welcome.
Good afternoon, TC.
Good afternoon.
Give thanks to life, man. We celebrated your birthday yesterday. You was walking too?
Yeah, man.
Boy, what's up?
I said something for you earlier, but don't really totally. I did a sister. But TC and Effie?
Yeah.
Right now, you're pain and blood stain, man.
Let's see what we can do.
I said they falling out, man.
All right, cool.
Love and respect, man.
Love and respect, man.
Yeah, man.
We're taking your phone calls. You know the numbers to call 342-0081 and 466-5391. 0081 and 466-5391. That's the numbers there. All right, give us a call. All right. Caller, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, TC.
Hey, good afternoon. What's up?
Yeah, good program as always.
Thank you so much.
sir.
The PNM and the government is basically about three things in this country. Number one, they are not interested in really solving the crime problem in this country. Everything they do is cosmetic, right? Putting a minister in the Ministry of National Security, that is just cosmetic. Nothing is going to happen. Nothing is going to change, as we are seeing. The killings continue. Number two, their role is to tax the citizens of this country to poverty, right? That is what they are about. Taxing, taxing, taxing. I've stated on this program before, on other programs, that property tax is immoral. How people could be aspiring to organize their own home, and then they have to be paying property tax for life? Whether you have money or not, whether you have an income or not, how could that be just? And if you want to help out a family member with a little extension you want to put on, you still have to pay on that too. Okay, it's immoral. And finally, the issue you raised just now about black empowerment. This government is not about black empowerment, you know.
Wow.
They want to keep people in poverty and dependency. That is what they want to do. So that they will have a pool of ready-made voters. Remember that, Christopher?
Yeah.
He was trying to have the little after-school program.
Yeah.
And he spoke so much about how much pressure he was getting from this current Minister of National Security.
Correct.
To the point that they had to close down the building. And his black little children, he was trying to help, you know.
Yep.
This after-school program, this homework center that he had. This government is not about black empowerment, and the quicker that black people in this country realize that, the quicker they will remove this government from office. Right? They should have been removed 9 years ago. They should not have been in office. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your contribution.
All right, caller, thank you.
Caller, good afternoon. Welcome.
Good afternoon, Abby.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
TC.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, brother. Yeah, what Dr. David Mohammed say about the capitalists? The greed, brother. He said the greed of the capitalists will block the money for coming to the African people. They don't need that money, but the greed at this capitalist is 1%. You know what they show you of Dr. David showed me there? And I know this for a long time, but I want to say this is a clear and present danger these people and them pose with this government. And clear and present danger, the danger at this country is right what Dr. David Mohammed say, the greed of the capitalists. The living in gated community, brother, and how you workers and them doing minimum wage, sweeping up the gate, painting the fence, cutting the lawn, see about the children, sending them to school. And this is what's going on with the capitalist money coming from what we say is we independent money from we treasury. We have a white man doing budget for we. It's not for the plantation. It's to make the life hard on the plantation. For 9 years, they punish the people on their money plantation, give them $3 and they're ponging the desk. The greed of the capitalists, the man say, boy, it go deep. Clear and present danger is the 1%. Thank you, brothers. Thank you for all your warriors, but so this conversation could be healthy because we need to know the truth.
Yeah,
The
man.
truth is so to know heavy. Yeah.
Yeah, brother.
Yeah, thanks so much. Caller, good afternoon.
Gentlemen.
Good afternoon, man.
Good afternoon. I am not surprised. I don't know why some people are surprised that the government would continue to give that type of narrative, and then you were hearing something, the truth actually coming from David Mohammed. You see, when it is convenient, we just see any government flexing the political muscle and showing all that they could do. But you see, anytime it's to help the people at the lower end, there will always be an excuse for them to use. Because just like how, when you're in power, you're able to give out lands, partner, you're able to shut down an entity, right? Well, not shut down, you're able to restructure an entity, and nobody is held culpable for all the things that Oli said was going on that led to it needed to be shut down. I don't know why we're surprised. I do not know why we're surprised that the governments are not for the people who vote them in. But we're going good. We're going good in this country. Which is the PNM, which is UNC. We're going real good. I locked on, fellas.
Thanks so much, Chris. Caller, good afternoon, welcome. Caller, good afternoon, welcome.
Hey, good afternoon to you, TC. Good afternoon, Heavy.
Good afternoon.
Trinidad and Tobago. TC, I want to say happy belated birthday. I know yesterday was your birthday.
Yeah, man, I celebrated yesterday.
Well, I celebrating right now. You know, today's mine.
Today's yours? And today's my son. Today's my son's birthday as well.
Yeah, Kings of Kings, man. Kings of Kings. I also want to shout out Alalip, man, from Laventille, that his birthday was Tuesday gone. You know, and he didn't have a good day, and I assist him to have a blessed birthday together with me today, all the way from America to Laventille. And I want to big up Malachi. I know he's locked on and listening, you know, and that's what we're here to do, you know. You know, it's all about the youths. If we can help the youths to make the youths better in the future, to be better citizens when they become adults. These little things is what it is appreciate. Not the callers who just calling to bash them. Sometimes instead of calling to bash them, just try to help them. And these youths will grow up to be very good citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. So that's all I want to say now. You know, look for a child, help somebody, help anybody who, especially the children, boy. When they see the children need help, help them. Don't even study, just help them. Don't wait till the Prime Minister on about it because they're not doing nothing for our children. We have to help each other. And that's my message today on my birthday. So love, bless up everybody, right?
Yeah, man, love and respect, man.
Yeah, better. Clear.
Something, no? Oh no, I was just reading.
Yeah,
My apology.
You'll get there.
I apologize. You know, the calls are here, so let me take the calls. Hi, good afternoon, welcome.
Let me say good afternoon to you, PC.
Yeah, good afternoon, Kingsley. What's up?
Yeah, I am blessed by God, not by man or woman. And let me say, that's all I'm saying. Let me say, belated birthday to you and to your son.
Yeah, man.
And happy birthday today. And I'm about to Brooklyn in America, the happy birthday. And I'm blessed.
Yeah, man.
It's happy to know that you also have a birthday. And when that day comes, you feel special. No matter you might have nothing, you might have something, but that day to know that you're born and you're alive, you feel a kind of different way. You know what I mean? But you already give thanks and praises true. And live to see our birthday because I know how somebody hangs himself. I don't know what person could do that. Not even if you are AIDS, you must kill yourself because it has medicine, right? It has tablets, you could make you look good and take yourself good. What hurt me, heavy and TC, and I have a heavy heart. I cried yesterday to see the voting bank, to see how much of them was behind Dr. Rowley, the state catcher. I went out from a distance and I watched them, boy. I watched them. They ain't concerned that our children turn out themselves. You know what they're concerned? To protect our black man, to blame the Indian. And they put on the dasher key and they go out there and they curse the Indian and they say the Indian are we in poverty, the Indian are we killing ourselves, the Indian are we smoking drugs. Oh, Yes. Yes. Hurt me bad to see how much of them out there supporting Rowdy behind him. And he in front with the bodyguards. And the car get close to him. And they behind him. And they singing PNM songs. And they ringing the bell. So PNM could win again. This is, we don't understand what's going on, you know. Yesterday was a sign to show. But Africa not emancipation in this country. Dr. Rowdy hire all these Indian and get them big position. All the big positions in the cabinet. Look how much of them, and then we take from Shigonas. Look how much of them who lost the seat, lost the deposit, and he give them ministry position for over 9 years. So you could tell me, Dr. Rowdy have a heart for black people. He don't have a heart. He against us. And we have to wake up and understand this is not Manning. This is not Eric Williams. This is Dr. Rowdy and Stuart Young and Faris and Inbird Party. It is not black. It is not benefiting to the African community in Trinidad and Tobago. Ask all yourself after 9 years. He come and say that. He come and tell us the African community below the ladder. He tell us that Manning helping the Chinese Kola Hart and Lenny Slate. He says 10 times worse. He says stink and dirty. That's what he said in Parliament. He bring down our whole government because he said, what about the boys in Arima? What about the boys in Diego Martin? What about the boys in... That's what he said. He asks about the African youths. And now he turned his back on the African youths. Every contract in this country is a Chinese contract. Every contract in this country is a UNC, who they call cartel corruption, is themselves behind the contract. So what do you want to tell me? What do you want to tell me about black? They ain't black. They know they're black. They're just like Kamala Harris. She know if she's an Indian. She know if she's black. Dr. Rowdy ain't know if he's white or black. He do not know. So yesterday when I see him, I feel shame. I want to tell them it's my right. Dr. Rowdy is not my leader. Dr. Rowdy is not no African inspiration to me. It is my right. Freedom of speech protect me. Isn't it? Dr. Rowdy, it is not no inspiration to me, and he shouldn't be no inspiration to no African people in this country. Because when I watch his legacy from Mason Hall, how he reached from Mason Hall to the Whitehall, you don't know how he meet from school to Manning to where he reached now. He went deep. And I dare him, eyewitness, Dr. Rowdy went down in Diego Martin and put a line. You could tell me that now, we're going to vote with a line in your hand for. You want to vote with a line. So, and Dr. Rowdy, I dare you to say, not King the Senior. You went down in Diego Martin and vote with a line in your hand, and you tell us you live close to the ghetto. We know it's out. I want to tell you this evening. I take no apology for saying this. You sell out to the African community, and we label you as one of the biggest Oreo in this country. Camera in state. We who right-thinking Africans who understand you in the house and use our safe catch.
All right, Kingsley, wrap up.
Oh, I want to tell you this. I'm going to what TC. Free my people. Free my people. My God.
Thank you so much.
Man.
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
Caller, good afternoon. Welcome.
TC and LV, a pleasant good afternoon to you.
A pleasant good afternoon to you as well.
TC and LV, you hear me okay?
I'm hearing you.
Okay. TC and LV, yesterday was Emancipation Holiday in Trinidad.
No, it was African Emancipation Holiday.
TC, it was, for me,
yes.
TC,
yes,
it was Emancipation Holiday.
Well,
right?
The correct name is African Emancipation. So you go ahead.
Okay. Yes. So yesterday for me was Emancipation Holiday in Trinidad and Tobago. And TC, I read Mrs. Kamala Prasad Processor Emancipation speech. It was splendiferous, tremendiferous, marvelous, splentastic, and splentacular. I read the speech, Emancipation Support speech of the NTA political leader, Gary Griffith. Another splendiferous speech. And TC and Heavy, when I get to Prime Minister Rowley's speech, I wanted to cry as a sportsman in Trinidad and Tobago. And here is why. In the Prime Minister Rowley's speech, he talking about prominent Afro-Trinbagonians across the world. And he named a sportsman called Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Just imagine that. Kareem, I live in America. I know who Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is. The man didn't name Brian Charles Lara. He didn't name the first Olympic gold medalist in the history of Trinidad and Tobago, Hasty Crawford. He didn't name Claude Noel. He didn't name Otto Bolden. He didn't name Keyshawn Walcott. You know who he named? Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And I am saying to myself, what kind of prime minister we have who says he could be the blackest man in Trinidad and Tobago? But you name, and you know what he said, Heavy? He said, I name me. I established 20 world records in Masters track and field. 20. But that's okay. I would have liked to see Brian Lara or Hasty Crawford, but none of them. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And you change the name to African Emancipation Day, and all you want me to say, I celebrated African Emancipation Day as a Trinbagonian. No. And Prime Minister Rowley, his words, not mine, he said he could be the blackest man in Trinidad and Tobago. TC and Heavy, how could you be the blackest man in Trinidad and Tobago? And on Emancipation Day, you giving a speech, and you're naming people, and you naming Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, a very prominent Hall of Fame basketball player in this country. Yes, he has Trinidadian roots. I was shocked and amazed. Shocked. TC and Heavy, you guys have a wonderful, delicious weekend, and continue the work that you guys are doing. And all I could say is that to me, and lastly, TC, you want me to celebrate African Emancipation Day, right? That's what you want me to celebrate. Right?
Yes.
How come they can't get a piece of land from the same man who named it African Emancipation Day?
How come I can't get a piece of land?
Yeah, the Emancipation Support Committee can't get half a acre of land from the same man who changed it to African Emancipation Day. How come? They had to go up in the savannah.
Wow.
They had to go up in the savannah.
Wow.
When Emancipation Support Day done now, where they going? Where they going? TC and Heavy, you guys enjoy the rest of the day. Bye-bye.
Thanks so much. Caller, good afternoon. Welcome. Caller, good afternoon.
Caller.
Happy birthday.
Mommy, your phone breaking up.
How's that happy birthday? This is first. She breaking up.
Happy birthday.
Nice mother, and that mommy. Mommy, I love you.
To you, right?
Mommy, I love you. Mommy, I love you. Right? I thank you so much for calling and singing happy birthday to me. I love you and I appreciate it so much, Mommy. You understand? Don't study heavy and he deceitful self on the side there. Hi, good afternoon. Welcome.
Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Good afternoon.
VTC. Wall Street, good afternoon to you and good contribution. Kunchi, partner KSC, Kingsley. You want to say TC and Heavy? On Wall Street, same discussion I had with one of my sisters yesterday. It's up to us to figure which one. I have 6 sisters and I have 6 brothers. Nice, it's 15 of us. Good. Now, as the caller last week, as I indicated on other programs, And I asked them for us on the block yesterday. I saw you know the Indian guys. One jump up. I said, but I'm watching, man. One jump up. Yeah, all the Irish on us. I said, what the African guys? They watching, man. I said that none. It have none.
They just confirmed Queen's Park Savannah for 1 week and named it the Yomoale village. And that's for all here. That's for that good enough.
I go up in the Savannah. And it's African Combine. There's Coleman. I want to say shame on you this evening. Shame on you. And I will like all you to go and meet all you make. I will tell you why. School is going to reopen. You know when I'm Indian, and next thing to ask all yourself, what Indian people do all here? What the Indian government do all here? What Indian people who roti and doubles do all here? You know when you go to the Indian festival, right? But it's a naga. It is a ice cream game for the little children. It is a popcorn this game. What about all them little black girls? Why not the minister didn't see it fit or anybody from the African committee? See it fit. More than if they collect $1 million or $2 million, is alleged that you, Mr. Combine, and I use the word alleged, is put it on your account and take the interest. Why people might pay $40? Why children only pay $40 to go in that inside in that Savannah? Yes, all the time it is free. They want to support people. Every little leather craft. And the little calabash purse to show off what Trinidad and Tobago African heritage, we can show up on the African side. Real art and accept here. You didn't pay $40. I want you to know the Muslim get piece of land. Ancient Israel them get land. Right? The only people that don't have piece of land. I want to go back and vote on it and Maulino. Only go back and vote them. Because you must do work when Mauli came in. The whole of Venezuela don't like that man on even election. Something wrong. And right now, on the ground, the whole of Trinidad didn't like Mauli. They don't like the PNM. They hate times. It's never PNM minister I feel that they don't hate. And they continue to suffer in silence. All the African will come and say, yeah, we can Mauli. So the whole piece of land is this evening. All they have nothing as African. And the only thing I'm fighting for, I'm proud to see Mr. Arrest as a black woman for the Indian.
Anderson, you have to wrap up because we head into the top of the hour.
I want to wrap up in saying that I'm fighting for America.
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
You've got bills to pay, and so do we. Let's go pay some bills on the Street 919 FM. As we transition into summer, we continue to talk politics, current events, entertainment, and what's trending while balancing the talk with some of your favorite tunes, both old and new. Our purpose is to keep you informed and edify you, as well as to give you food for thought on the current affairs of this nation and the world. Keep it locked to the Street 919 FM every day, all day. Our on-air numbers are 342-0081 and 466-5391. Visit us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. The Street 919 FM. YouTube, IWER TV.
The Street 919 FM.
Share the life. Share the life.
Oh God, call on the Lord. Call on Him. Pour on us, God. Oh God, as we pray. Oh Lord.
You are invited to join Pastor Morris Johnson of the Church of the Firstborn Assembly Miracle Center, located at 399 Eastern Main Road, Guayco in Sangre Grande, for the Old Time Gospel Hour all-night prayer every Friday evening, 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. Designed with you in mind, this ministry deals with today's issues from a biblical perspective. You will be given the opportunity to call in and interact with us. Micah 6:8 says, He hath showed thee, O man, what is good and what doth the Lord require of thee, but to do justly, to love mercy, and to walk humbly with thy God. Your free will gifts and offerings will be greatly appreciated and can be sent through the First Citizens Bank, account 795222, in the name of the Church of the Firstborn Assembly. For more information, please call 753-1113. May God richly bless you.
The light of your glory.
The Street 919 FM mobile app is now live. Keep in the loop with all your favorite programs. Be in the know first and carry us wherever you go. Listen and watch us live at the click of your fingertips. Download our mobile app now. Go in your favorite app store, whether it be Android or Apple, and type in The Street 919 FM.
Is the heat getting to you? Is your air conditioner not keeping up? Is your home turning into a sauna? Don't sweat it. It's time to call Coolworks Air Condition Service. Fast, reliable, and affordable. Coolworks Air Condition Service guarantees satisfaction with top-notch expertise and friendly service. We specialize in fast, reliable, and affordable air conditioning solutions. Whether it's sales, installation, repair, or maintenance, Marlon and his team are the experts you can trust. Call us today at 343-4073 for more information and to schedule your service. Coolworks Air Conditioning Service. Cool enough for your comfort.
Young people of our nation, ignite your wellness journey with Nature's Touch Youth Health Caravan with Princess Omega and Associates. Prevent ill health today and reap the benefit of good health tomorrow. Join us every second and fourth Saturday of each month at 9:25 a.m. to 9:55 a.m. where we bring to you innovative health solutions. Invest in yourself today by ensuring that you're enjoying optimum health. We are located at number 3, 7th Avenue North via the Eastern Main Road, Barataria. For further information, please call or WhatsApp us at 868-310-8671 or 364-4464. Remember, at Nature's Touch, your health is our priority.
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
Good evening, TC and Evie. So as Keith Rowley want to fight for reparation for African people now. You want to hold the bull by the horn and fight hard for it. Let me tell you why you want to do that. Yesterday, Emancipation Day with our crowd, Rowley never see unity of African people. All Rowley see is PNM red jerseys standing up there, and he say, I have them still, right? And next thing I know, too, if I'm not mistaken, the day Keith Rowley changed this Emancipation Day to African Emancipation Day, it was about 2 or 3 days before the Guyana president collected reward for fighting for reparation. So Rowley wanted to use that as scapegoat, thinking he would get that reward from from Africa.
Good afternoon, Heavy. Good afternoon, TC. Good afternoon, Trinidad and Tobago. Well, let's welcome the future of talk radio on 91.9 with Heavy and TC on the future talking, the #1 program on afternoons. And let me take this opportunity TC, happy belated birthday, boy. Happy belated birthday. I hope you had a good one. And TC, have a complaint. You know, Heavy allow bar carrier to voicemail on our program yesterday. I want you to address that this afternoon, TC, all right? But anyhow, and remember, Trinidad and Tobago, always share the live.
Share the live. Heavy, you allow Barta to voice to play?
First, I didn't know. I don't know who's Barta number or anything like that. So I just play voice notes.
Right.
So when I play the voice notes.
So you play the whole voice notes, you didn't recognize his voice at all?
Beginning, right? While the voice notes, I was speaking to Ghost. And then while the voice notes, we jumped up what happened, then I listened and I heard it. That's what I Barta, yeah? You know that kind
And you stop it?
I wanted to hear what he has said.
Nah, Heavy, about your disappointment.
Right? And then when he done talking choppiness, I get more upset.
Yeah, right to get upset.
Good day, Heavy and TC. Bitcoin here. Belated birthday blessings to you too, TC.
Thanks, man.
Before I start. Well, yesterday the Prime Minister had the African Emancipation Day. And apparently all these people and them who follow him, they're not emancipated and they're constipated. Because this man doing these same people who following him all sorts of what should I say, wrong, and these people don't have a voice. Now I say they're not emancipated, they're constipated. But he could get away with what he want and say what he want, right? And all they all follow him straight to the pit, all they're going into. All they take, all they suffering, yeah, because more to come. So all they emancipate all themselves from suffering in the end. But all they will never stop suffering under the PNM while they're in power. Have a good day, Heavy and TC.
Thanks so much.
TC and Heavy, pleasant good afternoon, and you all fellas all have a best weekend and stay safe. TC and Heavy, I talk in plain. It's because the black man why we're in this mess today. It's because the black man why we're chewing on them so messed up for today. It's not black man who started all running the country from before. The first prime minister we had was not a black man. We wasn't to be better off. I always say if was an Indian in that position Eric William was in, Trinidad and Tobago would have been the #1 country in the world. And I say that without fear. It's because the black man in this mess today. They only know about black at a certain time of the year. When August 1st come around, they only know about black. Other than that, they know nothing about black. You understand? Fire burn that wicked PNM.
All right, so I'll take your calls now. All right, you can call me. You know the numbers to call 342-0081 and 466-5391. All right? But Ms. Bartai, they put your name here now. You get through?
You push your name?
But
anytime all they call me Miss Bartai, and I'm not calling back here.
Miss 6th Avenue, sorry. My apology, Miss 6th Avenue. You understand?
Oh gosh, good day, TC, good day, Heavy.
Good afternoon, darling.
Miss 6th Avenue.
I got a message on my phone. First, don't know me, hear them now. You ain't going to message your boy TC for your birthday. You ain't going to call, so I'm calling to say happy belated birthday, TC.
Thank you so much,
May
honey.
God grant you whatever you need and whatever your heart desire.
Yes.
Stay faithful in Christ, in God, and everything else will go your way.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Listen to all the callers talk about what yesterday was?
African Emancipation Day.
African Emancipation Day.
Yes.
Which I really acknowledge that. Sorry. Because at the end of the day, we have somebody in power who's supposed to be helping us black people. Now, domestic was saying he is there to help the whole nation, no matter what race you are. But at the end of the day, it have the other races that's not afraid to help their kind. And he, as a black man, who we appoint, he disappoint. So I'm not acknowledging this African whatever nonsense he bring about because it ain't doing nothing for we as black people. When we black people try to start to unite and the leader of the country show us by example and show us love and show us help, then we black people could follow suit. But at the end of the day, we black people fighting on one another. He ain't coming forth and say, here what? We at the bottom of the barrel. What could we do? The others have school, the others have Naga, the others have this and that. What do we have for ourselves, black people? What do we have for ourselves? All we have for ourselves is calling and saying, this one do this, this one do that, fighting among one another. The low thinking ones sticking with him. Taking a set of dog mess. I don't want to say the wrong words because I have respect. A set of dog mess. And they eating it and saying it's candy. We could be divided because some running from the mess and some staying and take the mess because he don't put in not a custom in the mind. He don't give them the beggar mentality in the mind. It's not we have to work hard, we have to work smart. And is that what's separating we, the others, the Hindus in shame to be helping the kind, the Chinese helping the kind, the Syrians helping the kind. And what he doing for we? What he doing for we and always sticking with that? We're not supposed to be looking for other race to be helping us. No, what I mean by looking for other race to be helping us, they're supposed to be helping everybody at the end of the day, but you're on top of them, doesn't afraid to help them own kind of just talk plain talk bad manners. At the end of the day, and you on top there, and what you doing for we? We only have to be called them any day, come, oh God, Prime Minister, you ain't doing this. Oh God, Prime Minister, the crime high. You're killing out your black children, you're killing out the black people. Oh God, Prime Minister, my roof blow off, and you ain't hearing them cry. Nobody on the ground ain't hearing them cry. People fighting for it, put them there when all they get in office, all they jumping in all the big jeep and ride and all they go like if all they never know we. And have you on the ground suffering for black people and how we fighting one another, it will happen because we have nothing. Black people have nothing for themselves and you're not giving we nothing, giving we something for we to have as a black leader. You're mingling with the whites. Take off, and that's always say, take off your golf shoes and put on your construction boots and walk the ground and see how much black people crying when the day come. Party come, party go will be the same thing. They will help their kind, but at the end of the day, we're not supposed to be looking for somebody else to get we a piece of meat and all are we fighting for it. And but then he get contract, they want to kill him because he get contract, he get this and that. We will be always so. Because who in the position to put we somewhere, the breaking we down more, the killing we out more, the locking we up more, and the blaming we. We have to get it together as black people. Stop fight one another. We fighting the wrong set of people. When we fighting, we must fight out to better ourselves. Fight out to help one another. Not the ones who balling and I don't care what you say PNM forever, but when I go by your roof thing, you're living in a half a house that can't help you, you're complaining and saying you're sending for help 99 times and they can't help you and you're wicked. You're wicked.
Well.
All the old people, all the wicked and evil, all the old black people, all the wicked and evil. All the pensioning ways and all the only complaining when the day come. That's why we have to be like this. And when you go down the road and you see all our we face miserable. When I go in Port of Spain to run my errands and things, I watch black people face. We miserable because we're not happy. We're not happy at all.
Exactly.
And it's all right for all you. We're not happy. And the others face calm and nice because things going nice with them. And we miserable. If they just see we face, we stand up in our line looking to pay bills and we face miserable. If I watch you too hard, it costs me. Because it's all the struggles we're going through. TC, have a good evening and may God bless you again. Heavy?
Yes, Miss Bartaria.
Miss 6th Avenue.
All right,
Miss 6th Avenue.
All right, Miss 6th Avenue.
Love you.
All right, Miss 6th Avenue. Thank you so much for your preaching this afternoon.
You
For
had
your
a
preaching.
editorial day.
Yeah, you're preaching this afternoon. Hi, good afternoon. Welcome.
Hello, good evening, Heavy and TC.
Good afternoon.
How you all going there?
We okay, and how are you?
I all right for now, in the name of Jesus. I want to tell my boy happy birthday to him, to live to see many, many more. His TC birthday yesterday. Huh?
It was yesterday?
Yes. So I
Yes.
want to tell him happy birthday and live to see many, many more.
Yes.
And my one is next week, two weeks. My one is the 17th of August. I and Mr. Manning, who passed away, our family, I and we the same day.
All right, darling.
Right?
All right,
Yes.
darling.
So, enjoy the rest of your day and go home safe. Yeah?
Same to you.
Same to you, darling.
Thank you. All right. Have a blessed evening.
Voice notes are coming. Caller, good afternoon.
Hello, TC and Heavy. How are you?
Hey, what's
Hi,
up,
we
Miss?
okay, how are you?
Miss Atlanta.
Wait, hold on. I'm coming to you, Heavy. TC, happy birthday. I don't really do birthday, but happy Earth Strong.
Yes, thanks so
Right?
much.
May your positive ancestors continue to guide you, protect you, and, you know, through this time in this physical realm.
Thank you so much.
Heavy, I think the red t-shirt had you like a politician. TC asked you, did you take Mr. Barataria, play Mr. Barataria voice note? You had to just put your chest out and say, yes, you went wrong the Mayberry Bush. I was saying, I'm watching you and I was weak.
Wow, Miss Atlanta. Wow. Really?
I was, yeah, because I was disappointed in you. You understand?
He carry me down the road and bring me back to tell me to say yes, eh? Just to say yes.
To say yes. And that's how he said yes. He keeps saying with that yes, he still was like, well, what happened was now.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, what happened was. And when it reached halfway, I realized it. But cut it off halfway.
I cut it off, right. And I hear telling, yeah, it shouts into the screen like I'm heavy, you can hear me. So, with that being said, thank you, Miss Sixth Avenue. You could tell we from Malik and Sixth Avenue, because that's where I'm from, you know? So, I want to know to all the callers and everybody out there and who, you know, Black Power, and are they ready to organize, mobilize, strategize, you understand, and execute what we want? Because we're hearing everything, right? We know what's going on. Where's the black businessman who we could dress up in suits to get our own little organization, go to the banks, or whatever? Like who's there for, you know, our black Trinbagonians? You understand what I'm saying? We come every day on the radio, and I love it, I hear it. But I wonder if Heavy and TC today or tomorrow say, hey, we're going on the square, and I want X, Y, Z, or they need to, you know, mobilize. Let's do something. Let's start to work and get our people out of this poverty and this. Because we don't need a government, you know. We don't need a government to give us land. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't understand why, like, what is preventing us to really go out there and hit the ground? I am a person, and I know people might say, well, why didn't come back home? Or they want me to come back home. Because every year I come back home and I just shake up the place. I go up Malik, I do a lot of things even here. During COVID, when people couldn't get certain things, I was calling ministers and stuff, calling grocery stores and stuff. I just work. I am not a mouter. I show up and show out. So at what point, TC and Heavy come here every day? It had a young, a lot of people, I don't know, the delusional behavior of people when they say, oh, the government have things out there. Do they know what these kids go through? And I could tell you from example, because I deal with a lot of the kids, I help a lot of people. They give them these programs and they're not even working with businesses to bring them in the business as entry level. They're not working with the businesses and stuff. You know, like, I think people are just sitting down in front of the computer or TV or radio and just typing and don't even understand what's really going on in the world. And we as elders, we are dropping the ball when it comes to passing the baton with educating our kids about who we are as a people. Everybody can choose whatever religion they want. I know I am black, I am strong, and I'm proud of it. I wear my blackness proud. You know, I don't put makeup on my face. I don't do my hair with all them chemicals. Yeah, I love who I am as a human. However God make me. But I think a lot of us is in denial, we're delusional, and we just want to talk. Them ain't ready. They ain't ready. I hope one day all you organize, mobilize, strategize, and hit the ground and get what you need to get. You don't need people to give it to you. You can get it for yourself. Anyway, TC and have you all always doing a good job. I kind of busy right now, but I always have you all in my ear listening.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Good afternoon, TC. Good afternoon, Heavy. TC must say happy birthday to your son. More life, health, and strength. Happy birthday to Brooklyn. More life, health, and strength. Heavy and TC, let's keep up the good work. You see what we know, this evil, wicked PNN government, don't even victimizing poor people. But who drive last no man curse? Who fight like we just stumble and fall? Black emancipation, they fire burn that. I said that evil, wicked PNN people going out there.
Hello, TC and Heavy. First thing, happy belated birthday, TC.
Thanks.
All right. The first voice noter after the break make me think of something. When he mentioned reparation, you remember what happened with the COVID money? And that is what people need to think about. If Trinidad get our reparation money, what go happen with it? And if we will ever see it. Right? People treat you the way they see you. Right? So, emancipation, nothing. Nothing for all you. Salt. All the PNM who believe that Dr. Rowley is the be-all and end-all. Right? They don't like all you. Right? All you to go back to Coldpot and bicycle. Alright? You all have a lovely evening and a pleasant weekend.
Yeah, Juice.
Good afternoon, TC, and good afternoon, Heavy. Since day before I check in all these people, somebody call us and say, I, that man, do support PNM from Jump Street. I 60-something years, I never support PNM. But what I like to say, I don't know why all are mixing up emancipation with PNM. Emancipation has nothing to do with politics. Why all keep mixing up emancipation with politics? These African, by all who fail to want to know the African, if they're not African, well, then they're the N-word. I'm not no Negro, you know. I'm not no Negro. I'm African. John Kosovo, I'm born African. When you see me see Africa, I supported emancipation right through because emancipation started long time before PNM himself. For never think in PNM, emancipation was there. And then my ancestors and them went through slavery. I supported that. You understand? I tell all, we need to come together. African people problem, we don't like to unite. We don't like everybody else united. Indian united, Chinese united, them 1% united. African people don't like to unite. That is African people problem. And you see plenty of them we talk and we cry on emancipation thing. I screw on that. Have a blessed afternoon. Love.
Heavy, you know if TC was there, you know you wouldn't Barataria would not get away with that voice note. But I want to tell Mr. Barataria, you know, I feel sorry for you because your level of intellectuality is so low, right? You just call on this, call on programs and fight on your own African brothers and sisters and you just only elevate the 1%. Because you know why? Because they are P&M dunce. That is what he is, a P&M dunce.
Caller, good afternoon, welcome.
TC and every good afternoon. You hear me?
Good afternoon. Yeah, man, we're hearing you.
Yeah, blessed belated chunk to you, my brother.
Thanks very
Stand
much.
firm.
Thanks very much.
Yeah, Laventry Sour, my brethren Sherman and Slimy, all you take it easy up there, naive. I don't know what's going on up there. All you hold it down up there.
You
Hold it down up there.
You call some old school names there, boy.
You know, where I used to be up there with Beaver and them, you know, Flesh and all of them in Lahore, you know.
Right,
Yeah, understand? I live Laventry Sour for some years. You understand? But anyhow, get straight into the thing what you're dealing with. Now, you see, people of Trinidad and Tobago, you have to keep your head on your shoulder where politics and issues is concerned, especially on media houses such as this program here. Heavy, let me tell you something, my brother, you and TC. All you grown, all yourself proper, you know, brother. Grown, all yourself properly, you know. I'm going to say something. I'm going to say something here this afternoon. These politicians that govern this country today, the things that they don't ever want to see again, they don't ever want to see this country have a situation where every creed and race is going to find an equal place, similar to like when the partnership was there and they was giving out 100 houses a week because the PNM built all those houses and had them there and only waiting to find out who use a PNM. I come, you'll get one. When the partnership came in, Mr. Arnold Ramlogan, Mr. Rudy Morilan and then fellas and them, Mr. Jolene John was giving out 100 keys a week. And when they hear that, when the PNM hear that, they went mad in this country. We want to relive these things. The wage negotiation and them, the Kamala Prasad decessor regime took on and cleared up 95% of that. Ms. Santa Cruz could bear that and to tell you that some of the things that we're trying to forget that took place in this country and making this life that Dr. Rowley put in place like if this is normal. This set of heavy killing and this set of murdering all over the country. This is not normal. We don't want to make this normal. We don't want this normal here. So in order to get rid of this thing, you see, just imagine Fitzgerald Hine is the Minister of National Security in this country. Where we heading going? Where this country heading going? So I want the people, let me tell you all something. And Laventry people and Mova people, Laventry, let me tell you all something. Once government change in this country, and I'm talking to the 6 seats that was moved away under the COP, I know you all is floating seats. You see this country, once any other government take place, such as how the partnership have, the Kamala Prasad have 19 seats, there is no how the Kamala Prasad party will victimize the East-West corridor once I alive. Once TC and Heavy alive, no other government could disrespect our community. Only the PNM could do it. And we don't want that no more. That piece of killing is taking place in Trinidad and Tobago. It started in Laventry already now. We try to stop it in Laventry. I could tell PNM all responsible for this country state. It's all here. And I'm so happy to know that young people take a different turn and watching the issues and focus in this country. Well, they can't get away. They give space for other people to come in. But they had to remove Dr. Rowley them from office. We ain't hate them. We're just concerned about the generation in this country next. We have to move him, Dr. Rowley. We have to move all them, boy. We ain't hate all them, but we're concerned about all them. So we have to move all it to make sure this country floats. Just imagine your supporters and them don't even know what is the meaning of a forensic audit into Petrotrin. They don't understand what the meaning of that and make that man close down Petrotrin here, boy. All if you listening is a joke. I'm going.
Thanks so much for your call. Thank you so much for your call. The phone lines are going crazy, so we want to get as much calls in as possible. Hi, good afternoon, welcome.
Good evening, TC and Heavy. TC, happy birthday, brother.
Thank you very much.
God bless you, give you a long and divine life, health, strength, peace, harmony, prosperity, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Also, your son, bless him with health, strength, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding.
Yeah, man.
But remember, Ken Valley, the former Hefe in the PNMC, as black people, when you wear dashiki, you look like a mook. But as I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, Achilles Chambers dead. Have a nice day, brothers. All you get home safe, and God bless you and bless the program. Lovely program.
Thank you so much.
Take care now.
Yeah, man.
Good afternoon, brothers. When my sector avenue preached there, I always thought it was the mirror at home, but now I understand further. It's a system. She talk about the faces of the people in the city. So true, so true. Thank you, guys.
All right, caller.
Caller, good afternoon. Welcome. Caller, good afternoon.
TC, good afternoon. Good afternoon again, everyone. TC.
Good afternoon. Brooklyn.
Well, I wasn't going to call back. I said to them a birthday and I could relax. But I hear you can call and talk about PNM and nothing to do with emancipation and all of that, right? But why he didn't say, since PNM and nothing to do with emancipation, why he leader? Because he sound like a PNM, eh? Why he leader put African to emancipation? Why he leader mess with the name that was there all the time? Eh? And I want to tell him, he's talking about African and African. I want to tell him that the word Africa was given by the Europeans. Eh? The problem with our people is we don't know who the hell we is. You're better off saying he's a Trinidadian right now. Because the word Africa was given to the motherland from the Europeans. Look it up. You're talking about ancestors. So don't come on the radio and talk loud and ball at people. And you self don't know your history. I can educate you. You hear? We was never Africans before the European come and find we. We was never Africans. Right? And that's the reason why we can't come together and can't unite, because we don't know who we are. We lost. So you're better off calling yourself a Trinbagonian. All right? Only have a blessed day.
Caller, good afternoon. Welcome.
Good afternoon again, TC and every true development for the African people on the East-West corridor is the Qatar Highway to develop business up in the area. Why a highway can't cut from the East-West corridor, go straight up to Grandy to develop the area, TC, to make the people in life easier up there, so they go get transport easier to open business. Because when you have road, you open business to the community. A roadside doubles, a roadside burger, a bacon shack itself. You put the road, you put even infrastructure for the people and them come. Like they say with a Qatar Highway. I know if you could remember that. And down on the Nelson they show that sell the house for the apartment there for $100 and give the people economical power. Because if the 1% they want them building there, come and negotiate with the people and them, they could get $1 million each before they buy the apartment. That is economical power. We have to get economical power. This is economical power. Road, bridges. We want a highway. And TC cable car, she was saying to make the life easier on the people and them. When you have to get tank of gas, when you have to get this blocks to go up on here to build. Why we don't call for these things? Economical power, TC, the highway on Lavanti Road are running there. What a highway will do for the up TC? A highway get cut going straight across to Grandy up the TC. To ease up the traffic and the burden and the people and that. There is economical power. And here what she was saying too, she would have regularized the people and them so they could have go to the bank, they would have get the house, the property up in the East-West corridor. At the price what was a long time, like $30,000, and they could have go to the bank, they regularize and go to the bank and get their $200,000 loan and kick off their business and thing. They TC go back to the when she was there and she was campaigning on that program that she would have built the economy from these kind of things. Thank you, brother.
Thanks very much for your contribution.
Hi, caller.
Yeah, good afternoon, Heavy and TC, Ms. Barata. You take the words right out of my mouth there. I find Heavy really take too long to come to the point to say, yeah, boy. You call the man from the earlies, you know, but so, my contribution this evening, Heavy and TC, is to really commend the youth man. It's about youth man that's have some little comedy videos on Facebook. One of them he'll be playing a child named Ezekiel, and so on. I see him open a big ice cream parlor, and he going real good. The support was real big. So I just want to compliment him this evening for a young fella with vision, you know, and he set his goals, probably even have more goals that he's working on right now. But I want just to appreciate him this evening. Not just that he's staying with the comedy, but he is expanding as a youth. Let me go so far to say, as a black youth, I really felt so good when I saw him open this ice cream place, Brett. It was a blessing to me. I felt so good, boy. My paws raised when I saw it. So I just want to commend him, and I just want to tell him continue reaching for the stars, my brother. I enjoy your skits on Facebook, and brother, God blessings to you, man.
Yeah, man. I like that.
Thank you, man.
I like that. I have a little twist on that, just playing devil's advocate. They will put him to stand on a podium now, and they will tell him, because I can do it.
You can do it. and I gotta bring up that.
Which is selling, now taking him and trying to sell a dream.
I sell a dream.
You understand? He did it, and he had that opportunity. Not because he did it. All the youths now could turn and say, okay, we go in and start to make video too, and open ice cream, doubles, you know, we going to open cookie store. You understand?
Lord.
I'm just telling you.
I fully understand, you know. This is well planned and orchestrated, you know. Right? 10,000 people trying to fit through a door of opportunities, and ever so often, one go slip through and get through, and they're going to show, well, look, he get through, or look, he get through, keep forcing yourself through the door. And people fighting and scratching and pulling and tugging to get through that door. Some people even dying before they can get through the door. But, and if one get through again, they're showing you off. Look, this one get through. You understand? Look, all they can make it because this one get through. Keep trying harder. Right?
Yeah, yeah.
But you not studying the how much thousands of people behind the door trying to get through.
Yep.
All you see is the person who get through already. You understand?
Yeah.
And that's so sad. I ain't gonna lie, some of we here good, stupid, and brainwashing. I have a video to play. I'm gonna send it to the thing one time. Take a call.
Caller, good afternoon, welcome.
Good afternoon to you, AC, and good afternoon to you, Heavy.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Trinidad and Tobago. Miss Atlanta, she was on fire. And Miss 6th Avenue, well, it was on fire. Never hear them two women take the show today. I never know Miss 6th Avenue had all that fire in she. And watch how she speak about the people and them, because as a human being, when you have human instinct, you could watch somebody, you could walk, and you could see somebody under pressure, especially when you see them 2 and 3 days for the week. You could know they're under pressure. So I could understand what she's saying over there. I want to tell my African brothers, it had emancipation before politics. Yes, that is true. But before it had a holiday, Emancipation Day, African people used to have to go to work. It never had a holiday. It take the UNC to give that holiday and recognize the black community. And the black community today don't even say thank you for that. They curse them and they vote them out. And they put a black leader, which was Patrick Manning. And Patrick Manning, God.
Hello?
I think he got another call wires.
Oh, sorry for coming back in, but Mr. Atlanta make a contribution that just cry more back to the fact that in this world we live in, it have a system in place that targets our successful individuals, the individuals among us, the black people that stand out. It have a system that targets them, right? And well, it really not easy. It really not easy, but this is a mouthful, miss.
Yeah, Kunji, I don't know what happened with the call just now. Yeah.
No, them PNM people and them when I talking, my phone hook up on my box now. So them PNM people, them hear me telling they call them one time I take off the box on them. Boo! Well, I can't do that again. Boo! Yeah, let me say, what I say, when African people never used to had was to go to work, an emancipation holiday. It never had a holiday for that. It take the UNC to recognize that. And they vote on the UNC for that. And put Patrick Manning. And Patrick recognize the Indian people them and give them that holiday, Indian arrival. Today, the Indian people them, they say thank you Patrick Manning for that. Because they recognize that. But the African people them don't say that. What Dr. Rowley's speech was for emancipation. Dr. Rowley tell the African leaders them in the university throughout the world. He said to give African people the opportunity for higher education. Dr. Rowley, you stop gate in Trinidad here. You stop gate over here and make it harder for the black man, children, to acquire free education. Naka says she's a product of free education. It was never really free education. It's taxpayers pay for your education, Naka. Me, TC, Heavy, our parents, we pay for that. And we welcome, we don't mind paying get free education. But why it is Dr. Rowley now had to stop that. It was not gimme thing when you was getting free education. It was not gimme thing when you get the opportunity to work at 91.9. But when a young girl posts up, she very educated and looking for a job, you will come on the radio station and tell she to put on her shoe, boots and go out in the black carpet to do what? To prostitute herself? Eh? She have an MP and a counselor. You vex because she called the counselor and she asking the counselor for assistance to come home and doing nothing. That is the person she have to call. That is the person who swear to represent she and assist she and make she life better. But you come in the radio to tell she, struggle for yourself, put on your tall boots and walk the Baba Green. Will you go in Port of Spain by La Promenade in the night time and you'll see how much of them hustling there? You want that young girl to go and do that? Because that is what you're telling she. You want she to go from store to store and ask for work? Why she pay a counselor over $14,000 a month and post with a lot of opportunity? Why she pay a minister over $50,000 a month? Give him over $200,000 on a card to go all over the whole year and the wife and the children and them. And you vex with the young lady for doing that? The same way how you get the opportunity to work on 91.9 and get the opportunity to get free education. She want that. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thanks so much.
All right, Kunji.
TC and Heavy, bless again. You see that brother talking that is him because everybody knows he's African. He's a real idiot.
Heavy and TC, I want to say thank you again for another excellent program this week. And we're looking forward to a great week next week. I want to thank all the callers, all those who continue to support this program, the #1 program on afternoon, the Future Talk Radio with Heavy and TC. We want to thank all the callers. And always remember, people, always share the live, share the live. Heavy and TC, always thank you and God bless all of you. Reach home safe. Have a wonderful weekend.
Thank you so much. Hi, good afternoon, welcome.
Good afternoon, Teddy, TC and Heavy.
Good afternoon.
Heavy and TC. You see that PNM African who called and talking about emancipation was long before the PNM. I want him to understand we would have never have emancipation if one of we own black chiefs and things didn't sell we into slavery for we to be emancipated.
Good evening, TC and Heavy. TC, let me boss a song for your birthday. Since she win the Mona can't buy a motor car, you keep calling she number. You went so far to send she a picture. But tell me, is it gas in your brain or you have no shame? Just remember the girl in Chopin again. I want to know, is it she or she motor car? Which one of them is your lover?
All right,
All
partner.
right, man. Thanks so much, Bridget.
All right, singer, man.
Yeah, singer, man. That's your partner. Well, have you put up the video there? So I'm going to play the video now.
I want you to listen to this video. I want you
All
to to listen to this video here. This video is for educational purposes only. And let me fly over a lot of you guys' head. But I will play it anyway because I need you guys to get the gist of what's really taking place in the world and what's taking place in the minds of people. Take a listen to this.
Some people are running around, you think that they're real people in these places you go to. They're just codes, programs. Programs with an ability to change, to recode. But until that point, they're just programs. They're literally running off of hard-coded software in their body. They are totally unaware that they've been running off of a program. The majority of the people on this planet are prisoners and the prison guards. That's why you can talk to somebody about gossip at a water fountain at work and have a great conversation, but as soon as you start talking about something serious, like 9/11 or any other serious thing that's going on in the world that's controversial, aliens or whatever, the Pentagon says that we have vehicles that are not of this world, all of a sudden you see their face change. Whoa, don't talk about that. Now let's go back to talking about the Kardashians. What are you doing? I don't want to talk about that crazy stuff. They turn from a prisoner into a prison guard real quick, and when they snap you back, then they go back down to the prisoner mode again. It's programming doing that. Actual program code doing that. Some of us here are able to break that program code and rewrite our DNA, rewrite our consciousness, rewrite the coding that's been embedded into us, into our avatar bodies. But a lot of people just can't do it. It's going to take some time. Some people will have to come back several times before they're able to even realize that there's a code that they can break. Some people you're talking to, you have to realize that they're just children. That's why when I see people make these crazy comments on my posts, I recognize them as children. Not as an insulting way. This may be the first or second time here. I'm ancient and I know this already. You can be born from parents that are newborns, and you yourself can be 1,000 years old, 2,000 years old, 10,000 years old. There are people walking around 20 and 30 years old that are ancient, and there are people walking around that are 50 and 70 years old that are newborns in this dimension. Don't confuse chronological age with spiritual age. Don't confuse it. Two totally different things.
Chris, watch that video there and hear Chris now. He's a madman.
Yeah?
They're telling you. Chris watched that video sitting outside there and saying, he's a madman. What madness this man?
A lot of people listen to that and probably say the guy is talking madness and
alien and programming and what's trouble with this man talking right?
Yeah.
Heavy and them just come and play some kind of dotage. You Chris, you out there. Oh my! Well, we're about to wrap up, so Heavy, you go ahead.
I know. I get to decode my whole programming and create my own new program while living by right now. And
how do you get it?
If
you sorry, my apology. If you are being programmed from small straight up, how do you break programming or decode yourself?
Just don't follow the status quo. Just ask questions and ask why. Why everything is how it is. Or why it's not like something else. All right. Basically, let's start it this way. Right? You come, you go to your town and city and like where you living. Right? And you ask yourself. You compare where you living to where somebody else living who's not like you.
Right.
Right? And you ask yourself, why are they living like this and I am living like this? Why these people over here living like this and why these people
we living different?
Yeah. And that was sending down the rabbit hole. Right? Because that started with me. Why had to be toting water and why these other people don't have to tote water? And why my roads bad and why over so the roads good and nice and paved real nice? Yeah. Why had to be struggling to make it every day?
Why anybody could drive in by me and across so they have gate? Who give them permission for gate?
Yeah. Why? Why it is like that? And when I started to ask yourself these questions, I started to go down the rabbit hole, and they keep getting answers. You just get thirsty and hungry for more. And this is where you're deprogramming and disabling. So then all these years I've been lied to. Then I started to realize that even the people who was programming you got programmed themselves, which is their parents.
Right.
And their grandparents programmed them. Right? But when I realized that they decode all their programming, I realized, well, okay, all what they're talking is untrue. Let me find my own truth now. You understand?
But where do you find your own truth if everybody was programmed?
And that would make it more difficult. Because you can't go out to the next person who was programmed and tell them, well, you ever wonder why so. But me don't want to hear that shopping dog. They start to defend. They started to watch you as a madman.
Right.
You understand where I'm coming from? So then, thank God, right, in my timing of the programming, internet came out and YouTube came out.
Right. Where you can know.
Where I can get information and history and all kind of thing.
But even that information is put out there.
No, not some. This is where you have to look. You don't know what you're looking for.
Right.
Historically, right? There are certain. Okay, it come like this. When I get to realize that the war that happened in Iraq, when they say Saddam was at Taiwan, and what I'm saying, that was in the 90s, right? That big war in the Desert Storm War.
Desert Storm.
Yeah, and they went to Operation Desert Storm. And they went for Saddam Hussein, and he had weapons of mass destruction, and they go back and behind that. When the whole thing unfolded, there's lots of documentaries on that. When they go into these documentaries, there are people now, when they go on YouTube and they click on one and watch one, is take it down, show you different ones.
Yeah.
There are people now who's called, we call them, they had a plenty of them for COVID. We call them, boy. The people who's trying to dispel everything that the government is saying.
I understand.
Conspiracy theorists.
Yes.
They do a lot of videos. So when they get in that conspiracy theorist video, and he started to say, so they went to and started a war because Saddam had weapons of mass destruction, but they never find none. But yes, they went there and bomb and kill and all these things. So what the war was really for then? And then they started getting, if you check back and they get the history and thing, since the days when America was siding with Saddam to fight against Iran, when they had the Iran-Iraq war, and they was giving him weapons and all this thing, and the CIA was with him and thing. How come Saddam get to become the enemy now?
Yeah.
You understand?
How come he be the bigger evil?
Yeah, he comes to get it. And they're showing you all that now, and then they realize, well, wait now. America is a dog. You understand? Because we got believing that America is it and America is it.
Yeah.
America is the worst thing. America, you know why America went into Vietnam? Boy, if I give some shit, when I started to learn all these things, I get to realize, what this now? Oh, that was this democracy thing and all this thing, and they get with it, hate, communism and all this thing. All that is what we were taught.
Yeah, and then they control the media.
Yeah, they control the media and control the mind.
They're sending in CNN to show certain
things and all kind of things.
Yeah.
So people, we gotta go. I wish I could have go deeper into this, but we will do that next week.
Yeah, for real. So take your time over the weekend, keep it safe, and see you guys on Monday. God spare life. Give us health and strength.
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of The Street 919 FM.
You've got bills to pay, and so do we. Let's go pay some bills on The Street 919 FM. As we transition into summer, we continue to talk politics, current events, entertainment, and what's trending while balancing the talk with some of your favorite tunes, both old and new. Our purpose is to keep you informed and edify you, as well as to give you food for thought on the current